Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our Geography third lesson, Our Changing Earth. Why our Earth is changing? That means why changes occur on the surface of the Earth. The surface of the Earth is composed of lithosphere plates, which are continuously moving and colliding with each other. This collision causes changes on the plate boundaries, and this changes the shape and form of the landmass. Because of this only, the mountains, hills, valleys, plains, plateaus, and even volcanoes formed on the earth. Next question arises, why these land masses are moving? Because of the movement of magma inside the earth. The molten magma inside the earth moves in a circular manner. Now you can see how the magma moves in a circular manner. See, this causes the movement of lithospheric plates. Okay, the next one you can see the collision of two land masses. Now here one earth plate is going under the another one earth plate. This is called collision. This also causes the magma to come out to the surface of the earth. This is what we are calling as volcanoes. Now we will see the activity which is given in the lesson. Okay, take a small colored paper pellet. Paper pellet is a round ball-like structure made up of paper, and put it inside the beaker which is half filled with water, and place the beaker on the tripod stand. See the picture, then you can understand what is tripod stand, and heat the beaker. Now slowly the water gets heated and the paper pellet also starts to move. It moves upward with the hot layer of water and sinks down with the cold layer of water. Likewise, it moves upward and downwards. In the same manner only molten magma moves. Now it's clear, children. Movement of magma causes the movement of land masses, which leads to the changes on the surface of the earth. The surface of our earth is constantly changing. These changes occur under the influence of several forces which work inside and outside the earth's surface. Those forces which act from with the earth, that is interior of the earth, are known as endogenic force. Endogenic force can be broadly divided into sudden force and diastrophic force. What is this sudden force? Sudden force comprises the sudden movement of the lithospheric plates, and it forms volcano eruption, earthquake, landslides, etc. So volcano, earthquake and all, when it comes out, this volcano eruption, when it take place, earthquake, when it will come, like that we cannot predict. No, that is why these are all called as, these are all occurring due to sudden force. And diastrophic force operate very slowly and their effects become discernible. What is meant by discernible? Means visible after thousands and millions of years. Hence diastrophism, also called large scale deformation of Earth's crust by natural process, which leads to the formation of continents and ocean bases, mountain system, plateaus, etc. Next one is exogenic force. This refers to the changes occur above the surface of the earth. For example, soil is eroded due to wind or water and deposited in another one place, which causes the changes on the surface of the earth. The factors which produces the exogenic force are river, wind, sea waves, glaciers. How these river, wind, sea waves, glaciers bring changes on the surface of the earth that we will learn in this lesson. Now, let us see by which the changes occur on the surface of the earth one by one. First, we are going to see about the volcanoes. A volcano is a vent that is opening in the earth's crust through which molten material erupts suddenly. How volcano causes changes on the earth? In the second lesson, we have studied due to the volcano eruption, various kinds of rocks and rocky surfaces are formed. In this way, volcano causes changes on the earth. How volcano erupts? Volcano form when these lithospheric plates collide and one plate is pushed beneath another. These volcano plates also move away from one another to produce volcanoes. Hot magma rises up and pushing the plates apart. This is what we are calling as this volcano eruption. Next one, we are going to see about earthquakes. Again, when the lithospheric plates move, the surface of the earth vibrates. This vibration can travel all around the earth. This vibration are called earthquakes. Where this movement starts, that is from inside the earth. That area is called as focus. From focus, the movement travels to the place which is on the surface of the earth. That place is called as epicenter. From epicenter, the movement travel all around the epicenter. This is what we are calling as earthquake. Greatest damage occur to the place closest to the epicenter, and the strength of the earthquake decreases away from the center. There are three types of earthquake waves. They are P waves, S waves and L waves. Now these P waves are longitudinal waves or compressional waves that shake the ground back and front in the same direction and in the opposite direction as the direction the wave is moving. And the next one, S waves or transverse waves. S waves or secondary waves or shear waves travel at slightly slower speeds and are the second set of seismic waves. These S waves move in a back and front motion as they travel through earth. This movement causes the rock particles to be displaced. And the third one is L waves. L waves travel only on the surface of the earth and are slower than either P waves or S waves. They form when S waves interact with Earth's surface. These waves produce only horizontal motion on the Earth's surface, shaking the earth in a side-to-side motion. What are the effects of earthquake? Earthquake often cause dramatic changes at Earth's surface. In addition to the ground movements, other surface effects include changes in the flow of groundwater, landslides and mud flows. Earthquakes can do significant damage to buildings, bridges, pipelines, railways, embankments, dams and other structure. An earthquake is measured with the machine called a seismograph. A seismograph is a device that is sensitive to vibration. That is, if there is any slight shaking on the earth, seismograph will record that. Now we will see how it works. Seismograph contain a weight and a pin attached to a spring. The seismograph is bolted to the ground. So, during an earthquake, it moves with the ground while the weight and pin remain still. When earthquake occurs due to vibration, the pin moves across a rotating paper role recording the seismic waves. This instrument is called seismograph and it is used to understand earthquakes. The magnitude of the earthquake is measured on the Richter scale. An earthquake of 2.0 or less can be felt only a little. There won't be much damage in this earthquake. During this time, there won't be that much damage. An earthquake over 5.0 can cause damage from things falling. So, in this type of earthquake causes a slight vibration so that the things will fall down. A 6.0 or higher magnitude is considered very strong and 7.0 is classified as a major earthquake. During this time only the buildings will be destroyed. The next one, the massive earthquake hit in our Indian state Gujarat in the year 2001. About that we are going to see now. The 2001 Gujarat earthquake, also known as the Bhuj earthquake, occurred in 26th January, India's 52nd Republic Day at 8:46 am. Bhuj is a city which is in Gujarat. It is one of the busiest city in Gujarat. Bhuj was devastated by a massive earthquake in 2001 which badly damaged many buildings such as residential buildings, schools, etc. The magnitude of the earthquake was 6.9 on the Richter scale. In addition to killing more than 20,000 people and injuring more than 150,000 other, the quake left hundreds of thousands of homeless and destroyed more than 1 million buildings. A large majority of the local crops were ruined as well. Now we are going to see a case study of Gujarat earthquake. Earthquake hits Bhuj. A case study, a massive earthquake measuring 6.9 on Richter scale hit Bhuj town on 26th January 2001. A big level of, that is very strong earthquake hit Bhuj city in Gujarat. Its magnitude is 6.9 on Richter scale. 7.0 is a very strong earthquake which occurs usually in Japan. The same level of earthquake occurs in Bhuj. The second one is school was affected. Because of this huge earthquake, 971 students and 31 teachers are feared to lost their lives because of the huge destruction in school buildings. Next one is Bhuj relief effort blighted. Here blighted means had some problem. That is the government not able to provide the relief facilities to the people. Such as food, blankets and medical supplies. These are all the government was not able to give to the people. These were not reaching everyone. Next, destruction of Bhuj. The phone lines, water pipelines and power station transmissions were knocked out, which means these were completely stopped. These are all very important things we need daily. No, phone, water and power is not there means imagine how would be the situation. Next one is fire in the city. Hundreds of fires started all over the Bhuj city where there were charcoal and cooking places caught fire. Next, emergency declared in earthquake zone. The president declared a state of emergency. That means the central government should take adequate steps to provide relief measures in this area. Then CM's appeal to the center. Gujarat Chief Minister appealed the appeal means asking the help to provide adequate fund from the central government. Next one is earthquake preparedness. Where to take shelter during an earthquake. We have to find a safe spot. During the earthquake time, we have to select a place to keep ourselves safe, like kitchen counter, under the table or desk, against an inside corner as well. If we realize the earthquake, we should come out of the building wherever we are. But if we are not able to come out of the building, then we have to hide ourselves in these places, so that if the building collapses, that means if some part of the building breaks down and fall, that won't fall on us if we hide under these places. There is a possibility to safeguard ourselves if we are hiding there. Stay away from, we have to keep ourselves away from chimneys, windows that shatter, including mirrors and picture frames, that we should not be near to the objects which catch fire easily and breaks down easily. And be prepared. If you feel any shaking of buildings or things immediately, you have to spread that news to your neighbors, friends and family members and make them to be alert to face any disaster confidently. Then there is any prediction method in finding out this earthquake. There is no proper prediction method of earthquake. By seeing the behavior of the animals, we can somewhat predict the earthquake, such as fish in the pot get agitated. That means it will swim very fastly here and there. So that is called agitated. Snake come out to the surface. And these are all the symptoms by which we can predict the earthquake. So with this, I am going to stop the lesson here, children. Now we are going to see what are all the questions can be asked from the lesson which I taught till now. So these are the questions can be asked from inside the lesson. Note down the question and try to find out the answers for these questions. Today I have given the classwork and homework from these questions only. So everyone should find out the answers for these questions. For this question, and today's classwork is 1 and 2 and homework is 6 and 7. Write the homework clearly, children. Thank you.